Welcome to Math 24/7. Today's lesson is the 6th grade Equations and Inequalities, one-step addition and subtraction. So when we think about one-step equations, we have to think about a balance scale, keeping things balanced on both sides. So 11 minus what is the same as having 6 on the other side. So we know our addition facts, we know that 11 minus 5 is 6. On this next one, we know that 4 plus something has to equal 10. Again, we know our math facts, so we're going to put a 6 in there. The next one, 3 plus something equals 15. Well, we know that 3 plus 12 is 15. So if we're thinking about one-step equations, this is how we have to think about keeping both sides balanced. So solving one-step equations allows you to find a missing variable or variable. Remember, variables are the x, the t, it's the letter that is set for something else. So the variable must be alone, or we also can say it has to be isolated on one side of the equation. So that's kind of the goal that you're headed for. Isolate the variable by using an inverse operation. We're going to keep my equation balanced. And then we're going to check the solution by plugging our answer back into the equation and seeing if it stays balanced. So, looking at here, we have a key. We're going to be thinking about this in a little bit different way. So, the key over here have x, a negative x, a 1, and a negative 1. So these tall ones are the variables, and the smaller ones are worth either 1 or negative 1 each. So the first one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 x's. We have 4 plus an x. Okay? And it equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? So it equals 10. So our solution has to be, again, if we figure out in here, what does our x equal? So one way to do this, if we cross out the same amount, do the same thing to both sides, we know that this side is now at x, and this side is now at 6. So x is equal to 6. Okay, so we subtracted 4 from each side, and we ended up with 6. On this next one, we have 1x plus 2. So an x plus 2, and it equals 2, 4, 6. Now if we cross out 2 of the same over here, we know that x is going to be equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 left. Okay, so if we think of it this way, this is a good way to think about how we're getting rid of the same amount or the same things, because whatever you do to one side, you do to the other to keep it balanced. So this side is 4 equals, we have an x plus a 1, x plus 1. I'm going to cancel out one of these here, so I'm going to cancel out one of these here. Okay, so if I did that, I subtracted 1 from each side, and I'm left with 3 on this side, so 3 equals x. So again, it doesn't matter if they're even flipped over. The answer comes first and then the equation makes no matter. On the next one, now we have an x and we have 2 minuses. So minus 2 equals 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So we can't get rid of those the same way. So the next one, to kind of think about how this is going to look, to zero something out, we know that 1 and negative 1 equals 0. So I'm going to add a negative 1 and a 1, and that's the same as like a 0, right? So I also need to add one more here, okay? So now it can get rid of 1 here, same negative 1 here. So now we have x is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if we put 6 back in here, 6 minus 2 is 4. So another way to think about positive and negative numbers. All right, same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 on this side because all I did was count these up. And this is x minus 1. X minus 1. So something minus 1 is 9. Again, we know that 10 minus 1, but I also want you to see it this way, that I'm going to do it in a different color. This is a negative 1, and this is a 1. Okay, in order to, and together these make 0, right? So we're not changing anything, but we need 1 to get rid of. So now we're going to get rid of it. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, and all we have left on this side is x. So, as we're looking at this, what I want to show you is we're going to start doing an inverse operation. So, x minus 6 equals 12. So we know something minus 6 has got to equal 12. Again, most of these we know we can do in our heads, but I'm going to show you. We're going to use the inverse operation. So think about this. This is minusing 6. So minus 6, the opposite operation is to add 6. And you're going to add 6 to both sides because whatever you do to one, you must do to the other. Those cancel out. 12 plus 6 is 18. And then the x is isolated all by itself. So x equals 18. So we're going to check it by going 18 minus 6 equals 12. And we can put 18 on the graph. Number 7. I'm going to show you again. We're adding 5. So the inverse of adding is subtracting 5. So minus 5, whatever we do to one side, we must do it to the other. Positive 5 minus 5 is 0, so that cancels out. We're left with x, and 11 minus 5 is 6. So now we're going to go over here to check it. We would do 6 plus 5 equals 11. We know that to be true, so we're just going to throw an 11 on there. Okay? 18, x minus 2. The opposite operation of minusing 2, because we want the x by itself, is to add, whoops, not 2. Let me erase that. I meant to add 2 to both sides. Negative 2 plus 2 is 0, so we're left with x. And 15 plus 2 is 17. So x is equal to 17, and we know that 15 is equal to 17 minus 2, and we'll put 17 on here. Number 9, we are doing plus 4, so the opposite of adding 4 is to subtract 4. And remember, whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other to keep it balanced. So positive 4 minus 4 is 0. So we're left with x. And 17 minus 4 is 13. And again, 17 equals 13. 13 plus 4. We know it does equal 17. Oh, sorry. This should be the number we put in. Let me fix that. 13. Okay. So again, adding and subtracting. We want the x by itself. Right now it's being added by 19, so the opposite of adding 19 is subtracting 19, and you do it to both sides. Get used to writing it down so you can see it, because it is going to be the first of many step equations. So 19 minus 19 leaves us with x. That's 0. And 13 minus 19 is 16. So on our graph, it would be 16 plus 19 equals 35. And this would be 16. Number 11, x is being subtracted by 22. So the opposite of subtracting 22 is to add 22. Because add and subtract are inverse or opposite operations. Minus 22 plus 22 is 0, so we're left with x. And 46 plus 22 is 68. So we know 46 is equal to 68 minus 22. Over here, we're going to put 68. So sometimes this gets a little tricky, so don't try to do everything in your head. Okay, we have x, it's being minused by 27, and it equals 31. The opposite of minusing 27 is to add 27. Those cancel out because negative 27 plus 27 is 0, so we're left with x. 31 plus 27 is 58, and so 58 minus 27 equals 31, and our answer here would be 58. Number 13, our last one here, x is being added by 33, so the opposite is to minus 33. So x is equal to 54 minus 33, and that is 1, 2. And I don't know why my marker isn't working, and so 54 equals 21 plus 33. And right here we're going to graph. Okay? So reminder, opposite operation. We want the x isolated. I'm going to go back to the very first page here and talk about, you're going to isolate the variable by using inverse operations. Add and subtract are inverse or opposite operations. They undo each other. Okay? Keeping it balanced, we make sure that whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. And then we checked our solution by plugging the number back in to make sure that we did get the correct answer. If you have any questions, please contact me through Google Classroom or email me. And if you need a Google Meet Live, let me know. Have a great day and go on to your homework.